Hello everybody, this is jaydenshaunts, and today we have to unbox and set up is the new for 2025 remake model of the Jumping Skull by Tekky from HalloweenCostumes.com. This is a new for 2025 remake animatronic, and when I saw this was coming back, I had to get my hands on it because I had the original one for probably about 8 or 9 years now. And it's held up great, but his tombstone is literally falling apart. And his whole, cobweb deal on him is just kind of, gotten gross over the years. So, and he still mechanically works, but I'm not sure for how much longer for being over 10 years old. So I went ahead and bought the new one so we can get all those nice upgrades to it. But when you first open the box, you have a tombstone right there that gets taken out. And then here is, if I get this tombstone to stop falling over. And then here is the pull out right here. His instructions are down in there. And there he is. His hands look a little bit bigger than the original, which I do like. He looks exactly the same, and it also looks like, yeah, I'm not sure if the original one was like that, but you have to actually assemble him to this frame. I'm not sure if he was like that. He still got his volume control, which I'm very, very happy about. And if I saw that correctly, there is a motion sensor in his tombstone now. Not sure if you can see that. It's not an IR sensor, unfortunately, but there is still a sensor in that tombstone, which is awesome. He used to only be sound sensor. I would have preferred an IR sensor, but a motion sensor is better than no motion sensor. So we're going to get all his parts laid out, make sure I have everything, make sure you have everything, and we'll get to his setup. Here's everything that the new jump scare skull with tombstone comes with. You have the tombstone, the 6-volt 2-amp DC adapter, 3 support feet, the main module with the mechanism, control box, and various wiring, and the jumping skull himself. Let's get to his setup. Your first step is going to be snap locking your tombstone to the front of the base, ensuring you match A to A. Now we're going to snap lock the back foot, ensuring we match B to B. After matching B to B, go ahead and locate both your side supports and snap lock them in, matching C to C and C to C. Next, we're going to lift up the jumping module and attach both of our springs to the back of these screw connectors on the side, so that way the jumping function works properly. Now we're going to locate the jumping skull himself and snap lock him at the top with the quick release tab matching D to D. Next, go ahead and plug in all of your wires matching F to F, G to G, H to H, and E to E. The E and H wires are going to be coming out of the arms. I did miss them initially, and I thought I was missing wire connectors, but they were just kind of tucked up inside the shoulders and will need to be pulled down to ensure that the lights in his hands do illuminate on the skull's face. Your last assembly piece is going to be locating the pole coming from the tombstone and snap locking it to this notch right here on the jumping frame. One thing that is very, very important to make note is that this is a one-time assembly. Once this is snapped on, it will not come off again. Now let's go ahead and remove the tape here from over the switch and take a look at his controls. The jumping skull has 2 ways to power him. 1 with 4 AA batteries, or 2 with the included 6-volt 2-amp DC adapter, which is what I plan to use. As this is a jump scare prop, these do typically run through batteries quicker than other animatronics. When he is flipped to on, that is when he will work with any sound or motion activation. When he is in off, he will do absolutely nothing. And then when you have him in foot pad, he will work off of your step pad, charming button, or any of those sort of things. He does not have an external speaker port, but he does, however, have a volume control. I'm going to go ahead and turn it all the way up and plug in his adapter, and we're going to go from there. Afterwards, go ahead and securely attach all of your Velcro strips around to all of the points. You'll have 1 on your B foot, 1 on each of your C foots, and 2 on the tombstone. Now, all that's left to do is plug him in. He is going to retract back down, and we will watch him go. Here is the jumping skull all reset and ready to go. Go ahead and wave my foot in front of his sensor. And here he is in the dark. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new for 2025 remake model of the Jumping Skull by Tekky Toys, sold through HalloweenCostumes.com. This has always been one of my favorite smaller budget animatronics. It offers a great scare, loud animation, lots of great lighting, and a really unexpected scare with throwing the tombstone down right at your feet. I've had the original one for quite some time now, and it has held up great over the years. I just thought it was time to get him an upgrade, as my original one is 11 years old now, and there's no telling how much longer it's going to last with how many years it has been put through, all the use it has been through, and it's even a store display. So I'm honestly surprised it hasn't broken yet, being used 3 months nonstop in the store and then every year with me every Halloween since. So this new upgraded one definitely has some notable upgrades to it compared to that original one. For starters, this tombstone is much more dense. It is still a styrofoam tombstone, but it is much more dense and thicker than the original one was. The original one was very lightweight, and it chipped if you just looked at it wrong. I don't know why those old tombstones were so cheap. This new one is much nicer. Another thing is he's also got the upgraded mechanism and base with the much higher quality plastic and the upgraded running motor in the mechanism. His jump is immediate and his reset is also immediate. It is much quicker than the original one was. My original one is, the motor is slowly dying on my original one from 11 years ago. He resets very, very, very slow. So it's kind of strange seeing this one reset so quickly, but it is also a relief. Another thing is that the head of the skull is also standing straight up. I don't know if the original ones were supposed to be like that or if mine is just warped over the years, but mine is all kind of staring up at the sky. I don't know what it is about that. I honestly think it's just warped, but I like that this one is looking dead on at you when he pops out. It's very easy to assemble. It comes with everything you need. It fits in a very nice and small compact box for storage, and there's little to no pieces to it. If I wasn't filming, it would have taken me maybe about 3 or 4 minutes to put it together. He is very, very easy to put together, very easy to maintain, and a great starter animatronic if you're looking for something simple for your graveyard or anything like that. This is going to look amazing with some fog and lighting mixed in with all your other tombstones that don't move, and then when this pops out, it is definitely going to scare your trick-or-treaters. I 100% recommend this guy for a starter animatronic. If you are interested in this animatronic, I know not everybody likes to use affiliate links. I, however, have an affiliate link with HalloweenCostumes.com. If you do wish to use it, that link gets you 15% off your entire shopping cart. So if you want to purchase this guy, maybe a couple other animatronics, or you want to purchase costumes, accessories, inflatables, anything of that nature that is on HalloweenCostumes.com, my link below will get you 15% off your entire purchase. Let me know what you guys think of this guy down in the comments below, if you agree with anything I had to say or disagree with anything I had to say. I personally love him, and I think you will as well if you purchase him. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.